Hi my lovely friends, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be watching me read for a whole week. That's right, I read every day for a whole week. I'm very proud of myself. So, the goal was 5 books. Do you think I made it? We'll see. So I did this from a Monday to a Sunday. So Monday's day 1, Sunday's the last day. We'll see how far we get and see what we read. Because I have no clue what I read either. That's what happens. I actually do know what I read, but shh. Let's get right into it. Hi my lovely friends. So today's Monday, so it's day number 1 of my how many books can I read in a week. So I'm on winter break right now, and I'm gonna try to read as many books as I can from Monday to Sunday. It is gonna be Christmas tomorrow, like Christmas Eve tomorrow, and on Wednesday, so I don't know how much reading I'll get done then, but I'm hoping to get like at least 3 books done by this week. We'll see. I've actually already finished one. It's The Prison Healer. I'm counting this because I've actually been reading this last couple weeks, and I finally finished it today. We don't talk about how I just read 100 pages this morning. Really, Christmas break. I love Christmas break. And I've had Prison Healer on my shelf for too long to count. I got for Christmas a couple years ago. I have a hardback of this, so clearly I've had it for a while. And I even annotated it. I have some like, I drew flowers in here and stuff, but I didn't like highlight anything. I was too lazy to pull out my highlighter. But I really like this a lot more than I thought, and I think we should just jump right into it. Okay, so I've read a lot of books, manhwa, manga. I've read watched a lot of movies, and my brain kinda just is like, okay, here are the things that can happen. It's highly likely with how they're hinting that X, Y, and Z will happen. And so I'm gonna be honest, the plot twists at the end, I was kind of already expecting, and usually that makes the book like more of a high 3-star for me. But this ended up being like a 4.25. That's why I put it on Fable at least. Because what I liked about this is that how the author did it was the typical things that may happen in fantasy novels. Yes, they're in it, but these tropes, she does such a unique spin on it, and she makes it so that you're completely immersed in the world. This wasn't my favorite world building book. When the world building's good, I get really, really excited, and I'm jumping up and down, and like, I feel fully immersed in the world. I wasn't really immersed in it. Maybe it's because it was a prison, so there wasn't really anything to describe, but the characters are so well done. I love the female lead, but what I like most about her is that her thoughts aren't always transparent to yourself, and all the characters around you aren't transparent. I really liked that, and I liked how there were crumbs left throughout the book, but not all of them would have clicked in your brain immediately. I just really enjoyed it. This is a trilogy. I thought I had the second book. I do not. I'm probably gonna buy it in the spring. I'm gonna see how, because I have way too many books to read. Like, I love having books to read, but I feel really, really bad when I have like arcs piling up and school's killing me, so I want to focus on those first and then start buying stuff. But I really, really enjoyed this, and the ending at the end was just so perfect. It could have been a standalone, but it draws you in for like that more. Also, I read a manhwa called Your Eternal Lies the other day. I finished it. It was also like kind of like she's a prisoner type of thing, so maybe I'm just in that mood. But actually, I think I picked that up after I picked this up after I read that manhwa. But I just really enjoyed this, and I feel like I've heard the series even gets better, so if I enjoyed this much, I'll probably enjoy the other ones. So I'm really, really excited to see where this goes. Enough with rambling. I'm in a kind of a pickle. I don't know how I want to start off. this week reading, because like I was reading The Prison Healer for a while, so it was kind of more of a, I was already reading it and I was in the mood for it. But now it's winter break and I can read whatever I want and I have lots of time to read, and so I want something that I'm just gonna binge today. As I mentioned previously, I'm kind of under weather. I have no clue what's wrong with me, because like I think it might be allergies. I don't know. But I have 4 books here and I don't know which one to read, because I don't know if I'm in a romance mood or if I'm in like a fantasy mood, because Prison Healer is really good, but fantasies are more likely to put me in slumps. So I'll show you my options. I've never read anything by Elsie Silver, but I have Wild Love, and then I have the other one. I don't have the other one here. My friend's annotating it for me. I annotated Mixed Signals for her, and I gave it to her, and she's gonna give me the other one back. So I just don't know, but this one's a signed edition, actually. Let me show you. Ooh, there we go. It's a signed edition. I really, really, really want to read this. I just don't know, like, I think it's Rivals to Lovers. He's a billionaire, he's in a small town, he's, only father. Okay, I think I'm gonna love the only father trope. And then, best friend sister, and then they end up working together, verbal sparring. Like, I know this is chunky. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. I heard, like, the mail truck. I heard beeping and I was really, really confused. I'm not usually home when, like, the mail truck comes. And I was really worried, but turns out I just had mail. It will be in a separate video. I want to do, like, a Christmas haul of any books I get for Christmas, and then, like, a haul of any, like, publishing and stuff I get in the next week. Because the mail people are off strike. Hallelujah. Yeah, they were on strike right before Christmas. I wasn't worried about myself because I'm fine, like, waiting for my books from publishers. But, like, I was so worried about the little kids. Anyways, Wild Love is, like, everyone loves Elsie Silver's books. Like, childhood friends, best friend's little sister, only like, I kind of like, what if I just, bigger font. Oh, and he's a billionaire. Okay, maybe I'll end up reading this one. I almost started reading this the other day. It's called Earl Crush by Alexandra Vasti. And Alexandra Vasti is actually one of my favorite historical romance, if not my favorite historical romance writer. She just does Regency rom-coms so well. The last one I read, I absolutely adored, because she doesn't incorporate the 3rd act breakup scene unless it has to. You know, like, they actually just worked through it together, which I really, really liked, because, like, communication. Anyways, this one is about how she's a Wallflower Harris, and she, like, is into politics and stuff, and she's been, like, sending letters with this Earl. And this Earl is like, yeah, financially, I am not doing well. And so she's like, okay, a marriage convenience. And she's like, who should he marry? Who has money? And then she's like, I have money. And I'm not married. Anyways, the funny part is that the real Earl doesn't know who she is, and she's actually been, like, writing back and forth between her brother, who is, like, now in British espionage and stuff. Espionage? I can't speak. And it's really funny because, like, I just love the tension between our characters and how it builds up. Like, they're like, we're not supposed to be together, but it's like the second they meet, they're like, that person is very attractive, but I'm gonna ignore them. Anyways, this one has smaller writing than the other one. when I need like something quick to read, I love big font. But like her books hit in a certain way. I don't know. I'm probably gonna end up reading a romance book today. Those were the 2 romances, 2 fantasies. Bout of Sword and Wine. This is a Damne. I just miss them. I miss reading, like, the urge to read Heaven Official's Blessing again, or The Scum Villain Self-Saving System. It's so strong. But this is, like, and the art's really pretty, and I've heard good things about it. I have no clue what it's about. I don't plan to learn what it's about, because honestly, the synopsises of these kind of just confuse. Like, I just go with the flow. These, like, I just don't think. And they're good because I don't think about them. And they're so cute. And then, like, the plot is amazing, and the art looks amazing. I'm leaning more towards the romance one. I feel like, because these are all, like, 10-book series where it's, like, pining and yearning and tragedy and... Yeah, as much as I want to read this, I don't think I'm going to read this right now, because also I feel like their names always, I need brain power for their names. It's the truth. Okay, last but not least, like, I feel like I'm going to read this by the end of the year. I know that. But, like, Sue Lynn Tan is actually one of my favorite writers in the world. She actually put me in the acknowledgements for the sequel to Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and I legit started bawling my eyes out. I just, like, her writing is so well done. Her writing is absolutely beautiful. Like, the only way I can describe it is her books are like if you had a beautiful, like, art piece and you put them in to a book. Anyways, this one is a standalone romantic fantasy filled with dangerous secrets, forbidden magic, passion about a young ruler who fights to protect their kingdom. And then I forget who. Okay, she's summoned to the mortal realm, and then she has to do an alliance with the ruthless god of war. And then the edition's not sprayed at the edges. I'm gonna read this by the end of the year. I think I'm gonna go with a romance. I think I'm actually gonna go with Wild Love, and if I'm not feeling it, I'll just swap it. I think I'm gonna annotate it too, but I gotta pick out the right stickies for it. So let's move all this stuff to the side. I'm gonna find the right stickies, because, like, the tabbies, if you know, like, my aunt, like, I asked my aunt, because I don't shop on Amazon, so I was like, can you please get me the tabby stickies? And then, like, it was a big set, so I have a bunch of different colors and stuff, and it makes me very happy. So I'm gonna go get my pen, I'm gonna go get my stickies, and then I'll start reading. Okay, so, like, I kind of lied. My black pen is actually here. It's a Muji pen. I love my Muji pens so much. So I actually just use my tabbies as bookmarks now, even though I have a lot of good, like, I have good bookmarks. Like, I have pretty bookmarks, but I'm too lazy to use them. Like, anyways, I'm gonna start Wild Love. Hopefully I keep going. Hopefully this immerses me. I'm really excited. Yeah, let's hope. I'm gonna grab my computer. Oh, please don't fall. Huzzah! I'm gonna turn on a booktube or a playlist, and I'm gonna read and see how it goes. lovely friends. It is almost Wednesday, but it's still Tuesday, and I wanted to do a quick reading update. I ended up, Christmas plans have gone awry, and then I had different Christmas plans. It's been a whole day. But I wanted to let you know my updates for Wild Love. Yes, I'm annotating it. So right now I'm on page 290. I think yesterday I got 100 pages in, so I think I read 200 pages this morning, and I want to tell you that I'm officially hooked on Elsie Silver. I don't know if it's because I have a small obsession with BC, or that's British Columbia for you non-Canadians, or like maybe I just love Elsie Silver, but this is just straight in my heart. And then people said, like, the second book, they love the second book more, and I really love their dynamic in this one. So, they're just so cute. And that is my reading update. You guys should definitely read it. I think I'm doing pretty good, because I've already finished one, and I think I'm going to finish this tomorrow. I can't believe tomorrow is officially Christmas. Because I only have, like, 150 pages, so I think I can do it. Maybe I'll start a new book tomorrow, depends on my plans. But I think it's a, so far, really good reading. I've just been doing good on reading. I'm really glad. Maybe I just need to go on more school holidays. It's Thursday, meaning it's day 4 of my... Let's see how many books I can read. This is actually slowly turning into let's read as many books as we can and actually hit my goal of 200 books. I think I have like 5 more books to go. I've got this, it's fine. So, you know how I said I didn't have The Gilded Cage, The Prison Healers book number 2? Well, it turns out I did have it on my shelf. Last night I couldn't figure out what to read after Wild Love, because actually, like, they were just so cute and it was so wholesome. And I was looking around my shelves and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to read. And then I found this and I'm like, only issue is that I absolutely adore it, and I don't actually have the 3rd book, and I'm debating if I should get it in hardback or not. Don't know if I should. I don't know, like, because I want them all matching, but we'll see. I'll probably take a break, but, like, I'm worried the cliffhanger is going to be really, really bad. I am halfway. I started this morning. I'm at 200 pages, and I actually am really enjoying this one more. I watch BookTube all the time, and I'm on BookTube right now. Wow. And someone said, like, the Gilded Cage and stuff gets so much better, and it's so true, because the Prison Healer, I guess, like, the first part is very slow because they're in prison and stuff, but no, this is going fast-paced. I don't know, I'm just excited to see where this goes. This is so much fun. I'm so excited to be, like, back into reading fantasy. I'm so excited to be back in reading. It feels like when I'm reading manga in manhwa, sometimes they're very, like, fast-paced and kind of, the storylines kind of repeat a bit, so this is actually a really nice change. So, let's see if I can finish it. So far I finished 2, and I'm halfway through this one, so it's 2.5. I'm doing pretty good for this whole reading thing, so I'll let you know. Friday, so that means we're 5 days in. This is the 5th day. Honestly, I think we've been doing pretty good, and I'm actually amazed with myself because Guess what I did last night? So I told you guys I was at like 200 pages, so I guess that was midway. Yeah, about midway. And I was like, no, there's no way I'm gonna finish this tonight. I finished The Gilded Cage last night. And I'm absolutely dying. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw this. Sorry, I just ate a cookie. I do not have the third book. The one time I don't have the third book. And I got these hard copies like forever ago. I think I was seeing like these are published in, this was published in 2021. So I got this like back in probably 2021, which is kind of insane how long they've been sitting on my shelf. But whatever, it's fine. And I'm actually obsessed with this series. And I need the third one, but I might just order the third one. Because, like, I want them all to be matchy-matchy. I don't know if I can survive having the paperback and all the spines not matching. That's what happened with The Cruel Prince and with Caraval. That's just my little own regrets. Back to the book. I don't remember what I put this on as Fable. I joined Fable like a couple days ago, and it's been my mini obsession. Okay, so I think I rated this like 4.5 stars. I don't remember. I rated it on Fables. Got really, really excited. Anyways, what I love about this one, I think the reason I like it better than The Prison Healer is because if you've read it, you'll see, so the romance, I don't really want to spoil this. I should have done it like a spoiler full vlog. What I love about the end was I love the betrayal and the twists and how everything tied up in a bow. I didn't actually annotate this one as much. I think what I just loved the most about this is that the author takes those cliche tropes and turns them into something brand new. And I think that's why I enjoyed this so much. I don't know, I just loved this so much. This was so good. I need the last one. That ending. And I knew it was good. Anyway, so I finished that last night. So we're 3 books in. I think I'm gonna try, because I have till Sunday night. So I'm gonna try to get to 5 books. But I don't know. Because I spent the whole morning trying to figure out what to read next. Like, if you see, there's like a pile here. This whole pile. Plus some other books. I was like, I don't know what I want to read. I'm such a mood reader. It's really, really, really bad. But I've decided to read Daydream by Hannah Grace. It's the only Hannah Grace book I actually have because everyone was raving about this one. I really wanted to read Icebreaker, but after all this, like, those memes and all the people that are like, no, it's not just romance, I couldn't do it. Okay, I couldn't. So I'm gonna read Daydream. I'm actually really, really excited about this. I'm gonna be honest. I had my mom helps me pick out the books, and she picked this. So like, if she picked this, that's fine. I also kind of wanted. I feel like I'm in a romance mood. Okay, it's been like what, 2 days since I finished Wild Love, and I cannot stop thinking about it, and I need to keep reading it. Only problem is that the second book my friend is annotating for me, and it still needs to make its way towards me. And then the third book doesn't come out. I could buy another Elsie Silver book, but right now Indigo has their hardcover sale. I'm gonna break my book buying ban some point during winter break. But I'm really excited to read this. I have, like, you should see, I have, and it says Henry Turner is my book boyfriend on it. And then I have these sticky notes, and they're purple, so they're gonna match. It's gonna be beautiful. And then I have my pen. So it's gonna be amazing. I'm on my 4th book, which I'm really, really proud of, actually. I think I've read, this is like when I had this week in the summer, and it was the last week, and I was off of work, so I read a bunch. I read like 4 romance books. I've got this. We've got this. We're gonna do great. I'm gonna update you on what happens with Daydream. Okay, so now Saturday. Wow. This is going really fast. So I started Daydream this morning. I didn't end up getting anything. I didn't end up reading much yesterday. Why is that? Oh yes, I went out. I didn't even remember I went out. About halfway probably. I'm almost at 200 pages. So yeah, I'm about halfway. I am really enjoying this, but the one thing I did notice that's different about this than when I read Wild Love is it's taking me a lot longer to read. I don't know if it's font size or if it's the writing style, but it's going a lot slower. Maybe it's just slow paced. But I'm really, really enjoying it. I really like their dynamic because for me, I love when it's like friends to lovers, even if it's strangers to friends to lovers, because that's kind of like how I don't know, it's just sometimes when it's like the like immediate click, it doesn't, like that's just not that's just not me, so I feel this feels a lot more natural. I do love the friend group. I'm kind of convinced to read the other books, even though I've heard that this is the best one. I don't know. I'm really liking it so far. But the only thing is that when I actually think about this problem with romance books. When I think about it, it goes a bit sideways. I feel like the author didn't need certain things. Like, the whole point about it is that Haley is trying to like write a book and she needs experiences like to help her, and Henry has problems with her class, and so she helps him with his work and like with proper studying guides and stuff, and he helps her with like the fake dating. And the only thing about it's just they had like an insta-click thing, which I didn't mind, but I feel like them not being together is being dragged out a lot. I feel like as much as I wasn't a big fan of the Spanish Love Deception, I loved the American Roommate Experiment, because even though they were obviously like obsessed with each other, it wasn't like they were acting around all their friends and stuff and they were like basically acting like a couple. No, it was literally like, I don't know, I just feel like they're not really fake dating, they're just dating and not admitting. But it's really, really cute. I can't think about romance books, so this is where it goes. I'm really enjoying it though. I do feel like the whole fake dating thing, because they've just been obsessed with each other from the start, like not just attracted, but like, I don't know, like he's over at her house all the time. I really, really am enjoying this though, as much as I just feel like maybe it's the author. I feel like she's trying to shove in as many like tropes as she can to get popularity, but it's super duper duper cute. I don't think I'm gonna finish this today. I think I'll finish it tomorrow morning, because I'll probably read a little bit tonight, and then I'll read a little bit tomorrow, because it's last 100, 200 pages. Oh, have I shown you guys my bookmark? Henry Turner is my book boyfriend. It's so cute. Don't worry, I have matching stickies in here. I love stickies. I think I need to keep reading it. I'm hoping it's as good as everyone says, but I really don't think it's gonna top Elsie Silver. Like, I don't think anything can top Wild Love at this point. I should have just gotten another Elsie Silver book. Anyways, I'm gonna read more of this and then last day. It's Sunday, and that means my little reading vlog for the week is over. I did finish Daydream though, so yay, I did it. I didn't actually know if I was gonna finish Daydream in time. I was gonna try to read a book today, like a short one today, but I slept in. Thankfully, whatever I read today I'll probably include in my next video. But yay! I think I have like 3 more books to finish my goal, which I'm really excited about. I'll probably try to read another novel and fill it up with some manga or manhwa that I read. But very proud of myself for reading 4 books, and in the next section I'm gonna jump in and talk about what I finished. So my reading week is over. I read 4 books, which I'm actually really proud of myself for. It is winter break, so I thought I could fit in like a 5th, but that's okay. I haven't been exclusively reading and stuff, so I thought that we can go over all of these and talk about them and talk about my thoughts. Okay, so I'm gonna start with The Prison Healer and The Gilded Cage. Yes, because I started The Prison Healer. That's the first book that started off this, but I was reading it before it too. This is like the underdog of the, not the underdog, but I've had this on my shelf, I've realized, for at least 3 years. And it seems fitting that I'm actually clearing off my shelves now. But I realized that I really enjoyed this series and it felt nice. It felt like the old romantasy and the old like fantasy books that used to be published. Like I feel like, yes, it was there was a lot of tropes in it, but I also liked how it was done, because I felt like I think about Red Queen especially. When you look back at it now, you can put into a lot of tropes, but it just feels so natural and there's so many spins on it. I really enjoyed this. I think I gave this one was about a 4-star. I think these were both about 4.25 stars. I don't have the 3rd book. I was gonna buy the 3rd book, but I went to the bookstore and I saw the paperback, and the paperback is not gonna match these beauties, so I need to order the hardcover. And when am I gonna order the hardcover? Because I'm actually very good at not buying books. Who knows? Maybe I'll finish it in the summer. It kind of feels nice to not read a series in order. I don't usually do that, and it's kind of like exciting. But I really like, what I liked about this one was the prison aspect, because I just finished a manhwa with a prison aspect. It was Your Eternal Lies. But besides that, I really enjoyed how this was like completely like on its own. It's like it worked on the world building even though you were inside of a prison, and it was so original. And then when you get into this, you get more of those like typical fantasy elements, but because of the prison aspect and because of like all the lore and stuff, all the crumbs that you got in the first book, it makes it even more perfect. This ended on a cliffhanger that really bothered me, because I didn't see some of it coming, but I should have seen some of it coming, but I was enjoying it so much that I didn't think about it, which I really liked. And also her writing is so beautiful. Like, it's not, I enjoyed her writing so much. Anyways, you should definitely check out the Prison Healer series. I heard that it gets better even in the 3rd book, so I'm definitely checking that out. It sounds amazing. Okay, so our 3rd book that I read was Wild Love, and I've been just obsessing over them the whole video. Here are all my tabbies. I even annotated with a pen, which means I'm gonna keep it forever. I did not expect to like this as much as I did. So what ended up happening was I was seeing Elsie Silver a lot during the summer, and especially Wild Love and I think it's Wild Side. And so me and my friend, we decided to annotate a book for each other. I did, I think it was Mixed Signals, and she did Wild Side for me, so she still has it. And then I was like, oh, Wild Love is on sale, and it has this special mountain thing, and if I wait too long, I won't have the matching mountains. If you don't know the paperbacks, if you put them beside each other, the mountains match. It made my heart very, very happy, and so I bought it. And then I couldn't decide what to read after The Prison Healer, and I decided to read romance. I decided to read this, and I've heard like everyone's like Wild Side's better and stuff, but I absolutely devoured this, and I love this. This is what a romance book in my brain should be. Like, this has altered the level of standard that romance books needs for me. Let's just say I'm an Elsie Silver fan. If you have made it this far, please tell me what Elsie Silver book to read next, because I went to the bookstore and there were so many of them, but they were all very cowboy-y, and this one was not. This was like billionaire romance, so I'm not like sure which way to go now, but the new covers of her old series look so pretty. I don't know where I should go next, but I think I put this as a 4.5, but I'm honestly thinking of changing this to 4.75 because it just altered my brain chemistry. That's it. You're gonna love them, and I love the idea that this series is a single dad trope, because I feel like, I don't know, I just haven't seen a series about single dads, and I think that's so cute and wholesome. But I loved this one, and I love the childhood like frenemies or whatever. I love childhood friends to something more. It's a romance book, you know what's gonna happen. Last is Daydream. I'm actually sad to say that this is probably my least favorite out of the 4. I really thought I was gonna enjoy Daydream more than I did, but maybe it's because I read it right after Wild Love. That's what I'm thinking, so I'm gonna let it sit a little longer. But I thought I loved the characters and I loved how they were fleshed out. I just didn't like the plot they were thrown into, and I feel like some parts of their characters were a bit forced. Like, Henry is captain of the hockey team, but he's a playboy, but then when he meets her, he doesn't date anyone else. Like, I don't know, like, his whole character when I was reading about his character, from his point of view, it felt like he wasn't the kind of person that would survive off, like, one night stands and stuff. Like, I felt like he needed those deep, meaningful connections, so that kind of threw me off. And also, like, the experimental dating or whatever, or the experience, like, they were obviously just both crushing on each other. So some of it, like, the plot I didn't enjoy that much, but I loved the characters, which is why giving it more of like a 3.25 star rating really breaks my heart. But now I understand why there's so many mixed reviews on Hannah Grace, because her characters are so beautiful. So if you're someone who's more character oriented, obviously you're gonna love her books. But I feel like if you need like plot, if you need a good plot that makes sense, then it might like mess with your head, which I'm really sad to say. But I loved Maple Hills, and I loved the friend group, and I feel like depending on what, I might pick up Wildfire, because I really liked Aurora's character in this, but I don't know, I just don't know if I'll be able to go along with the plot. I'll see what the next book is, but this one, like, the characters and the romance were perfect. It was just the plot, which is actually a big part of it. So these are the 4 books I read this week. I hope you guys read alongside me with me. Disclaimer, I do not read this much normally in a week. This is I'm telling you, I was looking through the amount of novels I read this year, and it was like 12. It was bad. But this is because I'm on winter break, for disclaimer, but I want to read more next year. That's my goal, to read more novels, because I tend to read manhwas because it's easier for me. But I do hope that you guys had fun watching me read. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe, comments. I love comments. They make my heart so happy. But yeah, feel free to let me know what you read recently. If you liked any of these books, if there's an Elsie Silver book I should read. I love reading all your comments. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.